In the same manner as parts and assemblies, we can create drawing templates by creating a new drawing, changing some document properties, and doing a save as. So if I were to do a save as right now in this new drawing, I could save this out as a drawing template. You'll want to differentiate between the drawing template itself and the sheet format. If I say edit sheet format, you'll see everything that turns blue and everything within these boxes is part of the sheet format. And that's something specifically that gets saved out as its own sheet format rather than a template. So for the drawing templates, we won't be messing with any of the boxes here. I'm going to window over to another drawing. This is in the Drawings Complete folder, Section and Detail Views Complete. And then I'm going to go into the options and choose Document Properties. From here in your drawing, you can choose an overall drafting standard. You can change how different annotations are displayed. For example, I have a note here. If I want to change the font in all documents, I can increase the font, maybe change this to a different font, and click OK. And I could also change the style of the leader and the weight of the leader itself. And now if I were to save this out, or actually delete out all of the view data so it doesn't get saved into the drawing template, but then save it, then this note change that we've applied will apply to all drawings. You can do the same with any of the other annotations, anything that you want to change. And the reason I opened this up with views already in the document is this is a good way to figure out which tools you use the most. So if you use certain views or certain annotations, you can add them all to a single drawing and then modify them in the document properties, record what you changed, and then set up your drawing template. So I can also change how dimensions are displayed. Once again, I'll increase the font. And you'll see that applies to all of the dimensions. And there's quite a few items to go through here, but any of the tools you use the most, it's worth going in and seeing how you can customize each individual element. I may want to change how this is detailed. For example, by default, if I add a view, these center marks are added in. If you want to remove that out, you can uncheck the center marks holes for part. And by default, the other ones here are deselected. And that's especially important for the assembly because you might have hundreds or thousands of holes, so you don't necessarily want it to create a center mark for every single one of those. But if you did want an assembly to be ballooned every time it was brought in, you could check the balloon box, for example. If you want to display 3 significant figures or 3 zeros for a length dimension, you can change this in the document properties, and it's going to apply to every dimension that you add in. And the same applies to any of these other items. I would go through them, figure out what you want to change, test it out, and then come into your blank document, or we could even delete out all the views. And then we could do a save as drawing template. And we can just call this drawing custom. Now if I create a new drawing with that drawing custom template, it's going to have all those document properties saved. So just to make a quick check, if I come into the notes, you can see that the change that we'd made to the notes has stuck to the drawing template. So that's how you create a new drawing template and customize all of those annotations and view settings. Like I said, I would go through the document properties, see what you want to change, and then save out your drawing template.